Hello, my name is Don and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to shoot some Remington Ranch Hand out of the B14R, so stay tuned. Alright guys, I was at my local Cabela's the other day and I came across something I'd never seen before, Remington Ranch Hand. Now, Remington says this is their most reliable 22 long rifle that they've ever built. They've changed a lot of things to make that happen. They have a reformulated primer mix, which makes it hotter. It has a wax lubricant. It has improved brass walls and rim, which handles pressure better with better load consistency. Updated head geometry for more even rim cavity for a better hold on the priming mix. They're using precision loading techniques. They have some different techniques that are making the ammunition load more consistently. It fires more reliably in hammer-fired rifles or pistols. It provides more back pressure to cycle in AR-15s and other problem rifles. They claim that a lot of the rifles that are traditionally finicky with their ammunition, that the Ranch Hand will fire reliably in those rifles. It also is supposed to fire in dirtier rifles. It's supposed to operate more smoothly in dirty rifles. And they've just changed a lot of things to improve basically how it cycles in any rifle or handgun. So that's all fine and dandy, but how does it shoot? How does this group? We're out here at 50 yards. We're going to start off with a 40 grain, and we're going to shoot two 10-shot groups and see what we get out of this. Can't forget my ear protection. These are Caldwell Emax. Love these things. They're great. All right, guys. We got the chronograph set up. Let's see what kind of performance that we get out of this Ranch Hand. Here we go. So it looks like we got 5 in a group and 5 outliers. We had an average of 1248, a standard deviation of 23.5, and an extreme spread of 89.4. Pretty basic with lower end, high velocity 22. Let's see how this second group shoots. Got a dud. Got a very good hammer hit and no fire. I mean, it very, very good hammer hit. Let's replace that round. So we got 6 shots right dead smack dab in the bullseye, probably in a 0.4. And then we got 4 flyers out of that one. We have an average of 1242, a standard deviation of 22.7, and an extreme spread of 91.6. So the 40 grainers, not too good. Let's load up some 38 grainers and see how they compare. Hopefully these will shoot better. Now guys, traditionally, I have not had a lot of luck with Remington 22 long rifle. This is pretty common results from what I've seen. One Now, I watched a lot of videos on this stuff. Actually, the two videos that were on YouTube, one was a podcast with a couple of the employees that helped create this stuff, and one was at SHOT Show. And the one on SHOT Show, they claim this to be a competitor to mini mags. All right, so we've got the 38 grain loaded up. Let's see how this stuff compares to the 40. Hopefully it's better. Wow, really far left. All right, so we have an average of 1340, a standard deviation of 27, and an extreme spread of 80.5. All right, last 10 shot group with 38 grainers. I'm actually going to compensate 2/10 right. A lot of vertical stringing on that one. Average 1332, a standard deviation of 26.3, and an extreme spread of 98.5. In case you were wondering how the Tikka T1X shot this ammunition, it actually shot it a little bit better, although with the flyers, the group averages on both these ammunitions were exactly the same as the B14. Now, the shot dispersion is definitely better here with the Tikka. We shot a .91 top left with a 40 grain. The top right was a 1.32. And that's a shame because without that high right flyer, it would have been a .68. On the bottom of the target, we ended up shooting the 38 grainers, and bottom left, we shot a .83. And without those two high left flyers, it probably would have been in the .6s again. Bottom right, we shot a 1.49 inch group, and without the two flyers, the high one on the left and the low one on the right, again, we would have been in the .6s, which is a little bit more in line with all of the other high velocity ammunitions that we have tested. Now, I'm going to show you something on these bullets here that maybe to account for some of these flyers. Okay, so the rounds on the left are the round nose Remington Ranch Hands. The rounds on the right are round nose mini mags. Now you can see the difference in the plating quality. Now granted, the mini mags don't look all that great either, but look how bad the plating looks like on the Ranch Hands. I don't know if that's having some impact on how these bullets are flying. You can see that there's a lot of like pitting all over that round. So I gotta imagine that would affect the way that round flies. So these are the hollow points. Again, on the right are the mini mags, on the left are the Ranch Hands, and you can see how bad the copper plating is pitted on the Ranch Hands compared to actually the mini mag. That bullet looks pretty dang good. But if you look at these Ranch Hands, I mean, is that part of the reason why we're not shooting very good groups? That round does not look, that bullet does not look very good. All right, so now we're looking at the mini mags top left. That's the 40 grain. The top right are the bulk ammunition series winner, the AR Tactical. Look how much nicer even that bullet looks like than the mini mag. The AR Tactical just seems like the bullets are way better made. But you can see that there's, you know, throughout that whole bullet, look how smooth the bullet is as compared to even the mini mag on the left. But then you come down and you look at the Ranch Hand, and look how bad that bullet is in comparison. Now, I don't know. If you ask me, I'd say that's probably a big part of the accuracy issue with this round. Now, there's a couple different ways you can look at this. In the bulk ammunition series at 50 yards, you can see the Remington Golden Bullet came in dead last at number 11 with a 1.73 group average. Now, both of the Ranch Hand ammunitions came in right around a 1.15 group average, which is a big improvement over the Golden Bullet. But if you compare it to the other ammunitions in this test, it still came in dead last. I mean, it beat the Golden Bullet, but it didn't beat any of these other ammunitions. And there are some very inexpensive ammunitions on this list. So although they did improve it over the Golden Bullet, it's still at the bottom of the heap as compared to all these other bulk loose ammunitions. Now guys, if you missed the bulk ammunition series, I have a playlist with each and every one of the ammunition tests that I did. I'll leave a link to that in the description. What I've noticed with a lot of American companies is they're not giving the customer what they want. Right now, we have to go to overseas to get a good match ammunition, something that, you know, is very consistent, very accurate, and, you know, that's your SKs, your Elys. We have to go overseas to buy that stuff. The closest thing we have to that in America is the CCI, again, CCI Standard Plus, and even that, the consistency is not all that great. Sometimes you'll get a really good shooting round, sometimes you don't, and that's pretty common with 22 long rifle in general. But what I would like to see from an American manufacturer, and if it's Remington, if it's CCI, whoever it is, try to duplicate what SK is doing. I would really like to see Remington put out a product like that, something that's super accurate, that we don't have to pay all this extra shipping for, that we can just go to Cabela's and buy it right on the shelf, something that competes with some of these really good match ammunitions that, you know, SK is putting out, Ely is putting out. I'd really like to see an American company do that. So Remington, if you're listening, work on that. That's what people want. All right, guys, well, that's pretty much all I got for you today. So if you like what you saw, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you like what I'm doing here, go down there and hit that subscribe button. I can't build this channel without you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.